What's up everyone? Today we're going to continue on with the interior mods. As you can see, there's a few going on at the moment, and what we're going to be doing is replacing this radio and putting a 7-inch head unit in. I haven't got a bracket to support it yet, but I'm going to see what it looks like on the inside, make sure everything works up in power. If I can make something that works, I'll use it. If I can't, I'll order the JAS unit and do it like that. So yeah, to go along with everything that we've got going on, let's just get a nice 7-inch head unit in. One of those down there, super cheap, it was like £65. Got a year warranty on it. If it works, great. If it doesn't, then I'll just return it and get the money back. So we shall see how it all goes. So the first thing we're going to do is remove the head unit, or not remove the head unit, remove the centre console right the way down, and remove the tombstone as well. I've shown you how to remove the centre console, but what we're going to do is when we come around to removing the tombstone, what you have is you pull these out. There's lots of different ways of doing it. I normally use a pry tool and just put it underneath and pop up. So these two come out. There's a screw here, and then a screw down here, and then the whole fascia will just lift out. Just make sure you unclip behind where the switches are and remove them. Also, turn off your battery. Turn off the negative bit on your battery. Might be a good idea. Just not electrocute yourself. And pop these out quite easily. Easiest way I found to do it. Grab a trim removal tool, slide her in, pull like that, and just push down gently. It'll then remove itself. You've then got the two screws up here, one in there, and then you've got the one that's down there. So I'll get this all out and then come back. Okay. So there is the old head unit, and that's the tombstone up and out the way. And I'm hoping that we've got all the connectors and bits we need right here. Who actually knows though? So let's pop out that. That's mineral. That is ground, I believe. That's a Phillips head. Not too sure. So yeah, this radio is probably, well, it's not even probably, it's quite old, but it still works. It's just not very nice and doesn't really work with what I want it to look like, but also doesn't have Bluetooth or anything along the lines of that, so that can go down there. Also, the other issue is getting all of this out without scratching the paint. That'll be quite fun. I'm just going to work on that quickly off camera. Alright, so we are free. All of the cables are all in there. The fascia is off and free, and the old bits are now just on the floor. I don't really know where to start. I'm probably going to open the box of the other one, find out what cables do match up, what cables don't, and then see if I need to buy anything. We shall see. We shall see. So that's for that, that's for that. So this is for the not the radio, the little head unit that was in there. Just a bit confused really. What's that little metal screw on the back? I'm gonna have a bit of a play and then I'll come back to you when I know what's. So we are back. Basically what I had to do is get a JVC ISO adapter, which basically plugs into here, into these big brown and black ones. So yeah, just a standard JVC fits these Chinese radios. So yeah, you can see this is it all set up. I've downloaded the Agama app. I'll do a proper little video on how this all works and everything. I am just waiting for the JAS performance shroud to go around to actually hold it into the fascia and the head unit. But this is it all installed. I've got a few cables that I need to zip tie down to neaten up and everything along the lines of that. But it's starting to look really, really good. Little quick flick through, but this would be your normal port, but you can go to your music if you want to use Spotify. Here's all your Spotify stuff. If you wanted to go into Bluetooth, you can click on Bluetooth, connect it up to your Bluetooth phone, play some music through Bluetooth. But I ain't got my phone about. My phone's inside. You can also do all your phone calls and everything through that as well. press the back button. You can also download different apps, so if you want YouTube and everything like that, that's all on here. And then also you can download your maps and have Google Maps. You can also probably do DAB radio as well, but you do that through your phone primarily, something like TuneIn. But there's your Google Maps, and find out everywhere where you want to go. Yeah, it's pardon me. Yeah, it's working really well at the moment. The interior of the car is coming all together quite nicely. Let's see, door card's done. That'll either be in a video you've already seen or one that's coming out. I'm just waiting for parts to turn up primarily now, so that's why we're going back and forth between different videos, but it'll all come out nice and smooth for you guys. That's all there. We'll come back in once the Jazz Performance fascia kit turns up. You can get ones where you make it all yourself, but I don't really want to go for that sort of look, and I'm struggling to make all of this sort of stuff, so I can't be bothered with cutting up plastic and stuff, but it's all coming along, it's all coming along. Alrighty, so we're a few days later. Let's just go over a run through what I've actually done, because I don't know if I've shown it or not, but we've got the 2-DIN adapter turn up from Jazz. So what we got is the radio itself, sits comfortably there. You've then, in the back of that, RCA adapters, which I've got an auxiliary cable running into. These will be really good for when I run the amp. It's a future project, I'm just not doing it now. I've got a JVC ISO adapter, which plugs into the standard brown and black ISO adapter, which plugs into the standard harness from the speaker system. I've got the aerial plugged in and the GPS plugged in. And basically now all we need to do is zip tie this all down, fit this to this, and then this to that, and then put it all back in, put this back in, and we're done. So that's basically the plan. I've got my Phillips head screwdriver. I'm just trying to make a bit of a clean space here. I've got the cables I need necessarily running out from under here. So these are the cables I need, so I need to zip tie them all together and clean them up. But that's going to be the plan for today. As I say, it'll all be in one video for you guys, but for me it's been a few days, just because I've been waiting for things to turn up. So let's get on to it. So it's a Jazz Performance 2-DIN kit. It's pretty much the same amount as what it costs for the speaker itself, so that's very interesting. And as far as I know, what we need to do, so what you need to do is mount the radio inside the cage, and then this mounts to here, like somehow. If that's right, no, so it'll be this way. There we are. So that's going to mount in like so, and actually look pretty smart around the front, hopefully. If I need to touch up, I can touch it up, but yeah, so let's quickly bolt in. So that's going to go basically like that, and then from the front it will look like, well, you'll see what it looks like from the front, but it goes in like so. If someone 3D prints one of these, you'd save yourself quite a bit of money, but I don't have access to a 3D print at the moment, so I'm just gonna do it like so. I think it'll look really good, so let's get that all done. So we've got a unit in. I don't know if it was actually the bracket or the head unit itself, but one of them didn't really want to work with each other, and it was just an absolute pain in the arse to get it in. But it's in. I got a little bit of paint scratch, so I need to just get a little bit of red paint and just touch that all up, but that'll be fine. Got all of this to hook in, put all your bolts back in, get it all locked in how it needs to be. So we'll just screw them all in. So there, you've got 2 up here, 1 down there, and then the 5 in the centre. So let's get that all. And with that, we're done. We're all back together. We're in. That cheap easy mod was a little bit more difficult than a normal cheap easy mod. A bit more difficult than them. But we're in, and hopefully, as long as I've not cocked this up in any way. Yes! Alright, we're done. Hopefully you can see about the glare. Yeah, so we're in. Just had to quickly sort out the licensing for the Agama stuff, because I was only on a trial before, but it's good enough and it works really well. So if you want to see a little overview on Agama, let me know. But this is it running. So if we go to our favourite cat-based YouTube channel, no, it's not based on cats, it's based on cars, and we go for, I don't know, I've got an idea. Let's find it. It's got to be just down here, isn't it? And if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, or if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Please, that'd be great. There we are. So we've got both speakers playing. Yeah, hopefully. Oh, we're just going to set it to my Bluetooth. And you can connect it up to, it's not connected to Harambe, let's do it through, that's fine, there we are. And then we can play music as well. And that's just through Bluetooth. A tiny little bit of static in the speakers, but I think that's to do with the quality of the speakers. They are going to be upgraded very soon as well. We just go back to Agama as our normal set. So thank you all very much for watching. This was a very long and painful video to do, but it's done. It is a cheap easy mod. The actual head unit itself was 50 quid. The bracket to hold it in was 50 quid, so it's about £100. You can do it a lot cheaper. You actually buy different brackets and you build it all yourself. I was just a bit lazy and couldn't be bothered with the stress, because it's very, very warm. I say it's 19 degrees, it feels like it's about 25 degrees in this car. I suppose it being white is probably the issue with that. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Have a lovely rest of your day. Please like, comment, rate and subscribe, and see you all in the next one.